We told y'all that what was about to happen in North Carolina. We told y'all that was about to happen. Mack Brown finally gets fired. What's interesting is they tried to let Mack Brown leave gracefully. They tried to allow him. No, they did. They tried to allow him to retire, and he went on that press conference last week and said, "I have no plans of retiring." Well, okay, you are now fired. You lost to. I'm sorry, it was this week. It was this weekend after they lost North Carolina State, your rival. He said, "I have no plans of retiring," even though everybody knows that you should retire. Everybody knows you should have been gone. You like?
I don't know that he should retire. He's the best coach in UNC history.
What does that mean?
Now
he's not winning.
Well, I mean,
can't talk about how bad the ACC is and then say you not winning is okay.
We're at a basketball school. That winning has never been our thing. And if y'all didn't put all the money into the basketball team, then we might be.
That's excuse. That's an excuse. No.
Okay. So what was the expectation for UNC going into the season?
Whatever it is, it ain't this.
Okay, that's fine. You finna be the new Tennessee. They 5-4.
That would be a step up. That would be a step up for UNC to be the new Tennessee. That would be a step up.
No. When I say the new Tennessee, not like them being good. I mean, they're going to be the new Tennessee, and they're going to get rid of the guy who's the best guy that's ever been there, and then you have 20 years of struggle. That's what I mean. Don't be that Tennessee. Be new Tennessee.
Oh, man.
But you're going to be old Tennessee, and we going to see, and I'm going to love it.
Honestly, I don't think anything's going to change. Unless they go get a rock star of a coordinator, if they can find their Shane Beamer, I think they have the potential to be the South Carolina of the ACC for sure. I mean, they got Drake May. They got a top 3 draft pick. I mean, you got to do something. You had 2 NFL quarterbacks in the last 4 years, and you haven't been good. Trust me, I'm a Georgia fan. I know when you don't have an NFL quarterback.
Hold on, Drake May. Who's the other quarterback?
His brother, Sean May.
Oh, you're right.
NFL. Mid in the NFL don't mean he was decent. He was pretty good at North Carolina, actually. Pretty good.
Okay. I'm not fighting people in 2025 on doing stupid things. I'm letting them do stupid things, and I'm going to just remind them.
3-5 in the ACC. Yeah. They lost to Boston College, Georgia Tech, Pitt, Duke. They got beat by James Madison 70-50. You don't remember? You thought that was last year. It was so long ago, don't you? You thought that was last year. No. That was in September at home.
Okay.
And if you remember, the people left in the third at halftime.
You're going to end up in the same situation.
You can't have people leave at halftime. That means, and that's boosters. Now you giving the power to the boosters because you getting beat by James Madison 70-50.
And then go ahead, show who they call first. This is how I know you finna go from bad to worse.
Oh yeah, I can't defend this. I can't defend this.
I can.
So Arthur Smith has confirmed that he has been in conversation with North Carolina about his head coaching vacancy. I can't condemn or defend this. Coaches that come from the NFL to college, some of them tend to be pretty good. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying he's going to do it because also
if
Georgia's
it was your team,
defensive
how would
coordinator.
you feel?
I would say everybody. I wouldn't assume that he's going to do it. They're also talking to Glenn Schumann, who is the defensive coordinator for Georgia.
If it was your team, how would you feel
about Arthur Smith? Knowing about Arthur Smith, I wouldn't want it. But I'm also scorned.
I got Billy Napier, and I don't want Arthur Smith. It's like all these terrible coaches just follow me from one place to the next, just being terrible. Is Brian Snicker the only coach that I think is actually good
Brian Snicker.
that I have?
Who's he?
The Braves.
Oh, man, they talking about firing him too. Oh, man. And look, man, we told y'all about Heartland Country.
The one coach that I do.
We told y'all about Heartland Country. Indiana. Purdue fires their coach Ryan Walters after 2 seasons. He got hired. He was supposed to be the next James Franklin. But, I mean.
Because he light skinned?
He came from Vanderbilt.
Oh, all right.
See? Look at you.
Because he light skinned. Nope, because he light skinned.
No, he came from Vanderbilt.
He looks like
James Franklin came from Vanderbilt. He had a good 2-3 year run and went to Penn State, and now he's in the fell clutch of being number 3 behind Oregon and Ohio State. Vanderbilt, he had a 2 or 3 year. He had a 2-year run at Vanderbilt, 2 or 3 year run at Vanderbilt, and then he ended up going to Purdue. It's just Purdue is Purdue, and Purdue will never be as good as Ohio State, as Oregon, as USC, as Michigan, as Penn State. They are going to be forever number 5. If there's anybody that I think deserved time, it was him. What did you expect, Purdue?
Wait, Reggie. You sure this the battle you want to?
I mean, he's terrible. They're terrible. But I mean, you asked me, what did I expect of Mack Brown at UNC? What did you expect of Purdue? What did you expect?
I didn't expect 0-9, 1-11 overall, 1-5 at home, 0-6.
Why? Who are they gonna beat?
Maryland and Northwestern.
They weren't better. Northwestern, I'll give you that. They're not better than Maryland. They're not better than Indiana. They're not better than Oregon.
That's fine. If you can't do that, then you have to go home.
Who you gonna find that can do that? Is my point.
Now, Purdue is not a top tier football school, but you can't be worse than Rutgers.
Yes, you can.
Okay, it's fine.
They've been worse than
gather
Rutgers.
Your things.
Isn't Shiano at Rutgers? They've been worse. They've been worse at Rutgers. Yes, but I don't know what the expectations are at Purdue, because Purdue isn't good. What expectations could you possibly have?
Rutgers was 3-6 last year. Purdue was 3-6 last year.
Okay, so y'all fighting.
Purdue was 6-3 in 2022, 2023. They were number 1 in the Big Ten West.
So that was him, right?
Yeah, and then if you do that, then yes, you fell off. Everything says you deserve to be fired, my boy.
Okay, if you deserve to be fired, and you gonna give that UNC is a basketball school, Purdue is a basketball school, 100% a basketball school. They're like number 2 in the nation right now.
Yeah, but I don't see. I see Purdue as a middle of the road Big Ten school, and I see them. I mean, as a decent basketball school. But yeah, you're gonna be the worst in Big Ten. 2 years, they're gonna fire you. I have no issues with him being fired. I don't like to see young black men be fired, but
he's gonna end up being a coordinator somewhere, and he's gonna be really good. He's known for his defense. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Than Northwestern. No,
come on to Georgia, dog.
Let me tell you, there are a couple teams that if you find that they're higher on the record than you should be looking for a new job. Northwestern, hell, even UCLA. Deshaun Foster done more with UCLA than you did with Purdue.
UCLA is in LA.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's a black coach with a whole black staff. It just kind of took over a UCLA
in LA with Big Ten money.
Yeah,
y'all. The expectations for Purdue have to be tempered. There's you don't even put enough money in the NIL to compete with anybody else. You're going to be number 7 forever. No matter what coach you get at Purdue, y'all going to be number 7 forever. Y'all gonna always Oregon, USC, UCLA, Ohio State, Penn State, maybe Indiana. That's gonna be it. That's 6 teams right there.
Yeah, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 teams in this conference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it might be 6 better than you. It can't be another 11.
Yeah, it can. All right. We gonna see. It's funny how the roles have flipped on this one. We gonna see. I expect Purdue to be terrible for a long time. I don't expect for them to be good unless they get all transfers and they decide to pay everybody all the money, which you can't because Ohio State and Michigan have more money than you. So there's no way.
Let's also be real here. Neither one of us care about Purdue, and neither one of us have any expectation.
Yeah, but this man about to be fired though. Let me tell y'all, we told y'all he was going to be fired as soon as they hired him. We told you, let me tell you, I told you Brian Kelly was going to be fired the day that he went out at that pep rally at LSU and put on that fake Cajun accent. I said, oh, okay. You out of there, big dog. And you out there with LSU. Now, you did have a lot of injuries, but they going to fire you, dog. I think, didn't you say, yeah, the fans were chanting, fire Kelly. And the last game, the whole stadium.
This is stupid. This is stupid. For surely stupid.
For who?
Like LSU fans. You have a lot of hubris to yell fire Brian Kelly. Now, sure, the season hasn't gone the way that you thought it was, but for sure, there are not that many coaches that are better than Brian Kelly that are available.
That are available, no. That are okay. Well, yeah, no. I LSU's LSU. Somebody will become available if you fire Brian Kelly. He wasn't available when you got him. He wasn't available. He left at Notre Dame. Remember, he didn't get fired by Notre Dame. He left.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
How do you defend Brian Kelly and you have bashed him for so many years?
Because I can understand how. I mean, well, Notre Dame is Notre Dame. That's just its own thing. But I also think that, once again, I would rather have Brian Kelly. I'm talking from a place of not having a coach at all. You could get Billy Napier. I'd rather have Brian Kelly. Easily.
Let me tell you who they could go get. Signetti. If they ponied up the money, they could go get Signetti after next year. They could. They go get him.
Now, Indiana did just extend him, but
so if I give you 115 and they gave you 68 or whatever they gave you, well,
you got to buy him out too, though. That's where it's gonna get tricky.
SEC money don't matter. You see what Texas A&M did? SEC money don't matter. It don't matter. He left. Yeah, I mean, didn't they buy him out of Notre Dame? His contract wasn't up.
I'm once again, this is one that don't have a bearing on my life.
Yes, it does. That's LSU. They play y'all.
I hope they fire him.
Would you take him? Would you take him at Florida?
Yeah. Do I get rid of Billy Napier?
Yeah. So would you take him because you want him, or would you take him to get rid of Billy Napier?
I don't really want Brian Kelly, but I surely don't want Billy Napier.
Exactly. So it ain't really you want Brian Kelly, it's you trying to get rid of Billy Napier. That ain't.
No. Because as a person who's had McElwain and Muschamp, I would rather have Brian Kelly than them.
They could go get Georgia Tech's offensive coordinator today.
I'm not finna sign up for Georgia Tech for a half a season, bro. Be good. Be something first. You got to at least now see this.
Brian Kelly talk about, I hear y'all talking trash. We'll see you at the national championship next year.
That's the right thing to do. When you and your lady finna break up and y'all ain't gonna make it to Christmas, but you still go through the whole planning of the holidays. It's the same thing here. Yeah, I see you at the national championship. Boy, you Magic Johnson. I ain't gonna be there. I mean, that part is what it is too now. I don't think that's the right decision. But you saying something like that is surely gonna make sure that they just go ahead and get you out of there. So I mean,
Know what I am scared of? I'm gonna throw this out there, and I'm gonna piss you off. I'm gonna throw this out there before we go, because we're getting ready to head over to our NFL segment after this. How long, if South Carolina State wins the Black National Championship, the Celebration Bowl this year, and then they win it next year, how long before somebody poaches him? Because there's going to be a mid-major team that Kent State. There's going to be a mid-major team that poaches him. He's gonna win. Or wherever he go, he gonna win. And then if he wins, they already talk about Marcus Freeman going to Chicago from Notre Dame. Like, if he keeps winning, all he needs is one upset. All he needs is one upset of a FBS team.
Get the hell out of Notre Dame, because he's never going to be able to do what he needs to in Notre Dame.
I disagree. Well, yeah,
he's going to be Marcus Freeman. Is going to be Marcus Freeman. They're going to be a top 10 team,
leader of men.
That's never, that's never going to win a championship. But if you've consistently kind of got them to like 10, so whatever you're doing, it's enough. I do think that if he went, I think he need to be looking for an SEC job. Now, he might be the guy to go to LSU.
That was another one, but I don't know. That would be interesting.
Too cyclical.
Yeah, you would literally go from Brian Kelly to Marcus Freeman, Brian Kelly to Marcus Freeman. But he has the backing of NFL players. The NFL players and all of their sons are going to Notre Dame.
He has a respect for him. Yeah, he has.
He's
has
young enough.
A different level of respect. And I think that he's also getting the most out of, like, Notre Dame doesn't have the guys over there. What position are they like elite?
That Kyle. You talking about this year? Or you talking about in general since he's been there?
This year.
They are an elite running team. They can run the ball on anybody because of the quarterback. Now, quarterback can't throw. He came from Duke. He came from Duke. When Duke's head coach left, he transferred to Notre Dame. He's not that great of a pocket passer, but he's a dual threat, 6'6" running the quarterback. They got a good running back who hurdles somebody every game now, and they can play defense. They play really good. They didn't have Kyle Hamilton, and they got Joe Alt. They got good deep.
I just want to see him at a place where he can get some elite
SU.
I mean, I like Marcus Freeman.
Florida.
As hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fire Billy. Bring on Marcus. Yeah. Now, I don't know how Florida feels about black coaches, though. Let's be real here.
I also don't know if that's a step up for him to leave Notre Dame. It's
not a step
program wise.
Lateral move with more opportunity.
Notre Dame, he would not have more. You would not have more visibility than Notre Dame. Florida does not have more visibility than Notre
Dame. Because I agree with what you're saying, but
especially now that they don't have CBS. No, they ain't got whole NBC.
But them players want to play in the SEC because they also know what that means. Like, it's cool to play for Notre Dame, but they're having a good season, and we're big football fans. We can't name you the people on their team.
No, because they playing number freshman and sophomore quietly.
But even when they were at their best, you are naming literally Kyle Hamilton, Joe Alt. That's it. Florida.
Oh, I keep going there. Cole Kmet, that team, they put like 8 players in the NFL that year.
I mean,
I need Florida to put in.
Oh, now put him in the pros. Now, what year you want to talk about? Now
The last 3 years, I'm pretty sure Notre Dame has put more players in the pros than Florida. More lottery picks, more defensive players, more offensive players. Pretty sure about that. I haven't looked it up. I don't have any data to support that. I didn't look anything up. But from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure they have. Florida has had, I can think of 2. Gervon Dexter. I can think of 3. Gervon Dexter, your quarterback.
No,
Ricky Pearsall is 4.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, that's your quarterback. That's 4. That's 4. I'm pretty sure they haven't put anybody else. Maybe you could take C.J. Henderson, but that's 7th round. But if you want to count that 7th round, I don't think Florida has put in as many as Notre Dame.
Anthony Richardson, Gervon Dexter, Osiris Torrance, Ventrell Miller, Justin Shorter, Amari Burney, Kyer Elam, Zachary Carter, Damian Pierce, Kyle Biss, Kadarius Toney, Kyle Trask, Marco Wilson, Evan McPherson.
That Kyle Pitts wasn't under Billy, was it?
No,
or Marcus.
That was the last year. And then almost there. Let's look. And while y'all listen, please remember to follow, and subscribe.
Marcus Freeman got there in 2022?
Yeah. Joe
Kyle
Alt,
Hamilton,
Blake
Kyron
Fisher,
Warren, Michael Mayer, Isaiah Fosker, Jared Patterson, Joe Alt, Blake Fisher, Marie.
They had 7 last year.
Leah Fuau. I forgot about him. Cam Hart, J.D. Bertrand, Audric. J.D. Bertrand got. Oh, yeah, for the Falcons. Audric Estime, John
it's
Baptiste.
Honestly about the same.
It's close. Ogun Jebi. Yeah, that's him. Because he came there in 21, right? This is.
No, 24, 23.
22. He came in 22.
22. Yeah. So since then, they've had 12 players. And since 22, we've had 10.
Sounds right.
But also, they've been top 10 3 years in a row. We've been bottom 10 3 years in a row.
That does no bearing for I was correct. So, Florida would not be a step up for him in any way, shape, or form. LSU would be a step up because he would have way more. I think he would have just as much talent.
And if you look at our 10 versus their 12, they got way more 6-7s. We got Ricky is a 1. Ricky is a 1. Anthony Richardson was 4. Dexter is a 2nd rounder. Torrance is a 2nd rounder. Ventrell Miller is 4. Shorter was 5.
So you got
Birdie
2
was
ones?
6.
You got 2 ones?
3 ones. Kyer Elam was a 1.
Okay. Well.
2 2s. 1 3. 2 4s. 1 5. 1 6.
They had Joe Alt, who was 5. Kyle Hamilton, 1. 14. 1st round. Joe Alt, 1st round. Yeah. They only got 1 7th rounder. Why you say they got a whole bunch of 7s? They got 1 7th rounder, 1 6th rounder. They got 2 5s.
How many 5s? 3 5s.
3 5s. And all of them play.
I think that if you look at our 2 teams, it's no reason that one who can't win a game and a top 10 team putting out the same. Maybe
rationalize it, brother. Sure. Sure.
Maybe I'm unreasonable for thinking that if you're consistently a top 10 team and the other team is
Tell me more. Keep going. This is Norwood. This is peak Norwood right now.
Yeah, that's it. That's just like, it's just I'm figuring it out to myself. I got a reason. I think that's reasonable, is to talk yourself through it, and it should make sense to you. Yeah,
Tell me more.
I'm not against that.
Sure.
Not against that.
I know. It's okay. Conference championship games. Which one are you looking forward to most?
You don't think that those?
I said my piece. I said that Notre Dame has had more draft picks under Marcus Freeman than Florida, and that Florida is not a step up to go from Notre Dame to Florida. You then are now going to try to rationalize a whole lot of extra stuff to what my point was.
Is I think that Marcus Freeman is probably a pretty decent coach. I think Billy Napier sucks. So yes, if your production is the same as Billy, and you have a top 10 team, that don't exactly make sense to me. And I don't think I'm unreasonable for believing that.
Sure. Okay. Until next time.
What should they do? Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Here, boy.